A fast update for you guys to give you a heads up and a warning about using the DJI RC until you have tested out the new firmware thoroughly, as I had a really bad incident yesterday that could have caused me to lose the Mini 3. Alright, I'm here down at a very nice place to make some recordings for a client. I need to switch this into, because it's a European client and he needs to mix it with some other footage. So I need to switch it down to 4K 25 FPS to make this work together with his other footage. This is one place where you can really screw up if you're mixing the different frame rates between your recordings. So if you put like a 25 frames per second on the same timeline as a 30, you would generate something that looks really bad. So this is the stuff that he's looking for. He's a real estate guy. And now the Royal Knallert Gang is coming. Ha! It's not called a Knallert Gang. That's Danish. It's a scooter gang, even though that's completely unrelated. Maybe go a little bit further up so we can see the city here in the background. I was very concentrated about making this video for the client. So this is the point where it started to go south and the controller froze up. And there was nothing in the UI that responded. I tried different things to see if I could regain control, like switching flight modes, pressing the pause button and stuff like that. Unfortunately, even though the drone was within visual line of sight, I'm located in back of the harbor. I had positioned it in a way so the sun was shining from the back side of the drone towards me. So it was really hard for me to see the drone in the sky. So I jumped out of the car to make sure that I had a clear path to the drone, so there was nothing obstructing the signal. But still no luck regaining the video feed. So I finally caved in and pressed the return to home button, and then I started to pray that it will actually come back to me. And while it was doing its return to home operation, suddenly I heard someone saying, "Hey, you the dude from TikTok?"
Oh, det kan man godt sige. Ja, også lidt.
And luckily the drone came back using return to home. So this was very spooky, and luckily the return to home that worked in this instance, because it was hanging over the water, and this could have turned out really bad. As you can see here, the controller is completely frozen. And now we got into the same situation as we was the other day. So I don't dare to fly with this setup anymore. But even with the drone back on the ground, I couldn't regain control of the DJI RC. It was completely frozen. I got the error message that the app was not responding, but I couldn't press any of the things on the screen to make it go back into a state. So I had to repower, or I had to power off the remote. And unfortunately, when you do that, you are losing the screen recording that I was supposed to include in this video. So unfortunately, I can't really document the incident, but scary it was. It also destroyed the video file, at least the parts of it where the drone was returning when I was pressing the return to home. And nowhere in the process I managed to regain even a slight contact to the drone. Everything was updated to the latest aircraft firmware, as well as running 168 on the DJI RC, which is the latest one available. So that part should be okay. If this is related to my specific setup, I can't really tell. But I just wanted to give you a heads up so you can test it out thoroughly yourself before you put your drone in danger. And the timing couldn't be worse, because DJI actually asked to get this drone, this sample back that was kindly lent to me for a period of time. And it would have been a nice gesture if I've lost it over Esrom Lake. So this one, yeah, that goes in the back. Then luckily we have brought the old trusty N1. RC N1. Yes, we got connection. So everything is nice. So another interesting day at the office. And the young guys over there, they actually recognized me and asked me, "Are you the guy from TikTok? You the guy from TikTok?" I would much rather have preferred they would recognize me from YouTube, as I have significantly more followers on this platform than I have on TikTok. And I also speak Danish on TikTok. So it's this is like a way for me to make Danish local content. I tried to make a Danish YouTube channel, but that didn't turn out very well. So the guys from the scooter bike gang, they came over and were very interested in what I was flying. So we had a little small talk about that, including regulations and such, before they headed off.
Hvad for en drone har du med dig i dag?
En Mavic, sådan en Mini 3 Pro.
Hvad?
En Mini 3 Pro.
Ja, okay. Det skal man have kørekort på, ikke?
Nej. Den, bare så længe den er under 249 gram, så er der ingen problemer.
Ja. Nå, det er jo den helt nye.
One of them even mentioned that he has seen some of the Karen videos that I've put up lately. Hej, ja, lige måde. So, that went significantly better. So I could do everything that I wanted with the old controller. So DJI definitely have some work to do to bring the DJI RC back in play. So this was a super unpleasant experience, no doubt about that. But apart from that, the Mini 3 is actually a quite nice drone. So if you're interested in seeing some of the other videos that if you're interested in seeing some of the other videos that I've made around this great drone, then I've made a playlist that you can access through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.